That is an unbridled, that is an absolutely cooked title for the YouTube stream. Like in no uncertain terms, being like, yeah, man, check out these indie games you might not have heard of, and then it's one of the most popular indie games of all time. Anyway, you know what? You know, send me on a Eden run because why not? Put me on a hard mode. I've not played in so long. Where'd your heart is gonna stop mid track? It could, man. As I say, like I used to compete in 100 meter, but it's not exactly something that muscle memory is like gonna save me on. You know, it's all calisthenics, or it's your cardio and all that kind of. I don't know. I'd have a tough time. I 100% appreciate that. I can't remember like what my spacebar item is, if I can be honest with you. Upon taking damage. I mean, not what we're in love with, but we're gonna take it nonetheless. You don't know this game? Well, welcome to the stream. This game's got by a little guy called Edmund McMillan and other people as well, and it's called The Binding of Isaac. What's the button for this? Oh, brother. Try to remember the controller buttons as well. It's been a long time since we've cooked on Binding of Isaac. The Binding of Isaac. Don't know if I've explored the whole 4 yet. I mean, not that it matters. What's your PR? I don't remember, man. I was like pretty young. I was probably like 11 years old when I was competing in any athletic thing. I had a really, really good long jump. Like even like my standing long jump as well, and triple jump were like pretty swag. Okay, what am I doing? I just go away. Just leave me alone. I remember. I mean, like I don't want to keep bringing parkour into this because it's really, really, really sad. Oh, soul heart. Charged with soul hearts. Right, roger that. Thank you so much. Yeah, me doing parkour after having done athletics for so long, man. I had a jump, man. Thought I was talking 18, 19. No, it was around the time when you have like infinite energy because you're a child anyway. But I competed a lot as a kid, and then. I didn't say a lot, but I competed as I remember this is gonna sound like I'm lying, but I promise you it's true. There may even be a news article about it. I was doing a tournament at the Kelvin Hall in Glasgow, which is like in the West End of Glasgow, and I went to do it was one of my first ever like track meet situations like ever, right? And I was excited for that. Because I was pumped, I was ready to go, warmed up, all that kind of stuff, and then across there's a river that runs outside of that building through. I think it's called the River Kelvin. I think it's the River Kelvin because it's Kelvin side, so yeah, it would be. Someone found an undetonated World War II bomb across the street in the river, and the entire competition was called off, and we had to evacuate the building. I completely forgot that happened, man. But like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you would look up something like that. Like, I hope that you realize that like that's such an insane story to tell that you would assume that I'm not lying about it. But it is kind of crazy. It turned out it wasn't anything. I mean, it was a shell. It was like a shell of a bomb. But it wasn't like armed or gonna explode or anything like that. But which reminds me of Ball X Pit. Me, guy who's only ever played one single game in his Ball X Pit. This game really reminds me of Ball X Pit. Crazy enough. So far, I'm not feeling like the sauce on this build, but like. At the same time, we're just gonna let it ride and see if we come out on the other end with something slightly better. I've got my quintessential quintuplets. Do you know what, man? this. You know what's crazy? So I while I'm rendering videos, and you can judge me all you want, right? But at the end of the day, only God can judge me. Rendering videos for the main channel, and a lot of the time, if you know anything about video rendering, anything like that, can take up some CPU, right? Make sure doesn't make your computer like immobilized, but at the same time, it means you kind of have to be like a little bit like. For instance, Binding of Isaac was a game that I played a lot when I would be rendering, because like, you know, a run or so would be enough to get the video, you know, sorted and stuff like that. A game that I have vaguely taken to, what am I up to, man? Hold on, this is gonna be a bad trip. It's not, but it did almost kill me. A game that I've taken to playing is Roblox, because it's like super easy and it gives me like the dopamine that I need in my life to just continue. I went on one that was called like Guess the Anime or Die, and it was basically like a hot potato game where you get like an OST, and then you have to be like, what anime is this from, right? Pretty basic concept, but you know, it's a fun one because like you're just kind of testing yourself. There is an epidemic of children getting into anime who are unfamiliar with the classics, and I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm trying to do the opposite of gatekeep. Anytime You Are Shock comes on, right? And it's like, and that, because that's the opening of like Fist of the North Star, or a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure like opening comes on. I know JoJo's not even old, bro, but like, brother, like, or like Neon Genesis Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop, like anything that is like not basically just from the last like 8 seasons of anime, or it's not Jujutsu Kaisen or Chainsaw Man. But every single time kids are answering boom like that, boom, I know the answer immediately. Second it's from something that might be like 20 plus years old, they're like they're freaking out, man. They have no idea. They have no idea. They're clueless, man. People, they were getting Death Note, but they were the ones that people were stalling on. It was like that one. That was the one that kept playing. They didn't play What's Up People, the ending. They had all the classics here, man. I'm sitting there like Hunter x Hunter theme comes on, man. I'm ready to like stand out of my chair and stand at attention or something, man. I don't know. They got Attack on Titan. I'll give them. I mean, I know that's like that one is getting. I mean, the first season's getting pretty up there, but I think it's so like main. The theme itself was so mainstream that it's like almost like too obvious, you know. Tokyo Ghoul as well. That's like another kind of older one, and it's crazy to say older. I don't mean old. I mean older. That people were getting. But that's also because, once again, I didn't even see you there. That's once again because it's a meme. Oh, I know. But anyway, the fact that like a 9-year-old from like Arkansas doesn't know You Are Shock is pissing me off, man. I don't even want to know what they'd be saying when like the 1998 Berserk OP comes on. Tell me why, tell me why, tell me why you're scared. They wouldn't have a clue, man. They wouldn't have a clue. They wouldn't have anything to say when they enter my arena. I did see someone get. I mean, the thing is, like Cowboy Bebop. I mean, Cowboy Bebop's like. I mean, it's just I listened to the opening just because it's like a good opening, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Isn't Tokyo Ghoul from the 2000s? Yeah, bro. But that's like almost 20 years ago, man. It's like twice the age of the kids that are playing the... I hate to say this, man, but like the PS4 is like kind of a retro console at this point, man. Like almost. Like the PS3 is a retro console, dude. We're cooked, man. We're done out here, man. You gotta move on. You know what? Bomb me here. Change the game category, bro. That's what I got mods for, buddy. I don't think any of them are here, though. Mods, first of all, kill that guy. Second of all, if you could do me solid. Was it from the Tokyo Ghoul from the 2010? I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I don't know why I don't believe you. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna have to pause that for this. Tokyo Ghoul release. That is not what I'm asking. When okay, yeah, the anime. When did the manga come out? Manga. Release date. 2011. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wait, I've got a key. Sorry, hold on. I gotta go. Wait, did I enter this? Probably not. No, I did not. Oh, Jesus. Right. This is like a hell run. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm having a tough time on this one. Yeah, JoJo manga's been going for a long time. Yeah. But the anime themselves, I don't believe are that old. Anyway, I think like I don't know. I love shonen trash as much as the next person, right? Because that's like it's what we build our foundation upon, right? It's great, love it, but it's just also like sometimes you wish that like I don't know. This is just great. The kids are getting into anime, right? No doubt about it. Cool. I mean, certain aspects of anime maybe we could leave in the past, I suppose, but still. But I just wish that like the actually good stuff was the popular stuff, man. You know what I mean? Is that like too much to ask? I don't know. Like JGK is like fine. It's fine, but it's like, but the popularity that it has, I don't know, man. All right, buddy, you need to calm down. There's just other things. But I do love my trash, so it's at the end of the day what it is. You know what, man? Is that Mega Man? Okay, don't think that should have hit me, but nevertheless. Hold on, no, we're gas. Okay, you know what, man? Hitbox, not in love with it. Okay, damage and range up. I need some HP because I am rusty as hell at this game. I don't know what what is that just Eden's haircut when it randomizes that particular one? Because I'm sitting here like, man, what is this trim all about, dude? Like, what is this trim? My kids are into a lot of Minecraft stuff that just wasn't around. I turned into a boomer. Thing is, like, you know what? It is the same. Yeah, I was gonna say like it's not the same, but it is kind of the same. Cause like you're like, I like video games too. I just wish my kids like liked the same video games I do, which I guess is never gonna happen. You know what? Yeah, and I appreciate the way you're coming from. I appreciate where you're coming from on that one. That's actually like the. That's actually the. That is an incredible gambit to play in the chat because I'm now like I actually agree with you. Yu-Gi-Oh is considered an anime, so is Pokemon. Do you know what was weird though? In that Roblox game that I played, the Guess Anime or Die one, it had all the it was all Japanese, right? Because like that makes sense. But then someone got a question and it played the English Pokemon theme, and I was like, "What's the point?" Like, I mean, I get it. It's the one everybody knows, but like, at the same time, man, like, there was a Japanese one too. I don't know what it is, and that would make it more difficult. That would make the Pokemon one like a hard question. That would make it like way more difficult. There's some confusion with Western cartoons. Well, it's not a Western cartoon, but like I guess I think it's more to do with like when it crosses into becoming mainstream is when you're like, what is it? That's where the confusion lies, because like people like went crazy over Dragon Ball, but that for some reason that doesn't seem to get like tied up in the discussion. It's usually like Pokemon or like Beyblade or Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're all anime. Like obviously like they got dubbed and the dubs were like way more popular than the Japanese versions were, but you know, still Dragon Ball isn't even good. I'm almost willing to agree with you, but you can't say that out loud, okay? Like, I prefer Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z, and that's like my cross to bear. Unfortunately, oh, dude, you know what I just realized? It's the cut glass that's hurting me, but it's increasing my sauce here. I'm realizing I'm a fool. What an absolute fool he was. So it'll get me down to half a heart, which is brilliant. I love that. I love being on permanently half a heart. We gotta clear as many rooms and get like the possibility of like a red heart here like ASAP, man, because I'm in trouble otherwise, I think. Okay, you know what? It's fine. You gave me the heart back. I'd love to get some like soul hearts as well, so I can actually charge up this infernal item that I've been given that I don't understand. I've forgotten what it does, and I know that there's probably gonna be some good stuff that comes from it when I finally get it cooking, but like right now it's not. I don't know, man. What was the pig called? I definitely wasn't quite all there for the Red Ribbon Army kind of situation, but like I don't know, man. I like the initial tournament arcs, like Jackie Chun, I think his name was, the guy throwing a pillar and then like riding it. Wait, hold on, does that do connects all familiars to beams? Do they count as familiars? I'm actually unsure. Gonna go ahead and say they don't properly count as familiars. They're not connecting via electronicity. To the mushroom. True. Whenever I played Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi, like 2 or 3, and me and my friends, it was like a regular staple of like the playing video games with your friends. I always played Krillin, and I would beat the brakes off of people with Krillin, man. I was merciless, brother. You did not want to catch me on a bad day with Krillin in my hands, man. I'm every time they come near me, I'm just solar flare, destructo disc. They're playing like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They're playing Gogeta. They're playing Broly, and I'm like, all right, buddy, but how about you fight a 4'11" bald king? see how that suits you. They showed Jackie Chun again in Dragon Ball Z, and it was a hilarious moment in power scaling. I mean, okay, you're gonna call me like stupid here, but was Jackie Chun not like Master Roshi the whole time, or did it turn out that actually was a guy? If it actually was a guy, that is, oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. That is crazy. If that was not just some guy, or if it wasn't Master Roshi and it was just some guy who was just there. Oh, you always show up just when I need you. Krillin won everything. Dude is one of the strongest humans in Baghdad Baddie, like Android 17. There's like a part of me and my body that's like, you know, having marrying a robot. Where are we at with that one? You know. Hitman graphics, how you doing, bud? Yeah, man. Email, you got a pen and paper? I'll give you my email address, okay? It's r @gmail.com. That picture I put would have been real swag if I got it like moments ago. I mean, you know what? Just give me it. Do I die here? Send me. You know what, man? Send me. Does it at least charge my... Where am I sending that bomb, brother? Am I okay? What am I doing? I'm realizing that our damage actually stinks here, and this is bad news. There's not really been a run-defining item that we picked up. Black hole is like nice and all, but like there wasn't a run definer. If you could just die, that would be exquisite. That would be so exquisite. Let me touch your feet. Ah! Send me on a restart. I forget what the data miner does, man. You know what? Hit me in a restart with that one. Can't remember what the crown does. 2 soul hearts. If Isaac has no damage heart. Ooh, that's pretty chill. Okay. Placebo is not ideal, but like it's still. I can still rock with it. What's that from, man? Is it from like Mr. Deeds? When he's like, let me touch your feet. See, once again, kind of sticky. All right, we gotta be playing it a little bit safer here, cause like the what's it called? Whatever the crown is called is gas, as far as I can tell. Now, I don't remember. I'm gonna go ahead and say probably doesn't do anything for me. If you hand bombs to the bomb beggar when you have golden bombs, is that gonna do anything for me? Tell you what though. Bosh. Buy me. Yeah, you know what? Restart. Oh my god. I'll take the only bomb I have. Okay, I'm not really looking for that, but I don't know why I'm bombing those sides of the rooms. Give me the soul heart and just like send me on my way. I don't have the bombs to give up here. Does he? Okay. Would he read the YouTube chat? I did read the YouTube chat. Just so you know, Last Stand Afterlife is a roguelike in the Last Stand series. I don't think I've ever played the Last Stand series. What kind of roguelike are we talking here? See, I think honestly, normally I would be like, I'm gonna just restart the recording. But I think there's been some like good chatter in the previous one, even despite all of that. Most of it is me talking about Roblox, though, which is less ideal. But you take the good. You take the bad, you take them both in there. You have the facts of life. The facts of life. Taking damage spawns 1 coin. I think I'd be willing to take that. And then super secret room. Abosh. Oh Jesus. Hitman graphics was banned from the chat. Sorry, I can't hear. Tell again. Didn't even see that message, man. That's my goat right there. Just someone coming in to advertise their services. I'm gonna go ahead and say Crash pulled the trigger on them on that one. Spawn so hard. Ay. Whatever, dog. It takes the golden bomb. I don't think I believe you, man. I would never. Thing is, like, things are going pretty well in my life. So, like, a part of me is, like, shockingly enough, when somebody comes into the chat and they're like, no, they could be posing a problem, big or small. I'm really unsure. Okay, ruse half a heart and creates a clot. Clots copy Isaac's tears. Each type of heart generates a clot with different HP damage and tear effect. So, yeah, I'm scared. I don't want to use it. Yeah, I figured that beggars wouldn't take. I was about to drop a bomb there, man. That would have been a bad idea. That they wouldn't take golden bombs because that would be stupid, I'd imagine. Tempting to gamble, but we're not going to gamble. What? It's my childhood, man, from web games. Yeah, I was asking like what kind of game it is, because I've never played it before. Bro's username is old man. He's 23 years old, man. I'm about to start swinging in the chat in a minute, man. I swear to God. League of Legends players, when their e-girl Discord kitten decides to break up with them when they find out that they're too old, brackets, they're 23 years old. He's making fun of us, Ross. He is making fun of us. We should kill him. I'm sorry. Well, you know what, man? I deserve that, so we're just going to move on. See, the first starting aim is complete gas. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. Money is power is an interesting one. It's a little bit like annoying that you've like you get handed. It's a cool roguelike. Trust, I swear to God, we need to get the kids into social decorum classes immediately, man. We need to reopen the schools like immediately. I guess we might as well use it, right? That's okay. We're gonna ditch that card immediately. The thing is, like, damage-wise, we're doing pretty well, but it can all very quickly fall apart the second that I actually start dipping into the HP funds here. Troll bombs. You know what? Satanic Bible is probably a get here. And like, if I get a couple extra keys, there's a very solid possibility we go Bookworm. That being said, though, at least for the time being, Satanic Bible is chill as far as I'm concerned. Anything that's gonna like give a buffer to us losing the crown. You posted on YouTube about nostalgic Newgrounds games. It made me think of one I played a long time ago. Do you remember the name? Just remember to use music from the rock band. The rock band Dope. That's cool. That's some good. Oh my Jesus! Had some good suggestions on that video actually. If I wasn't already catering to like the people in their late 20s, early 30s before, you already know that I am now posting videos on Flash games. Although I will say, I feel, dude, I want to play Manus Interactive again, but like I frankly don't know how to make it work. In that, I have I have 2 monitors and a tablet, and it's like the mouse is continuously gliding off of it. I wish there was a way to like lock that in, and be able to like control it properly. I don't even know that you could heal, but like even with that information, I don't think that there was any hope for me, frankly. The sun. I mean, that is something that I'll hold on to. If I do dip into the old HP reserves, and we have something to work with there. Okay, baby. So I guess I'm not spending any money, and I'm also trying not to get hit by anything. So pretty simple, pretty easy if you ask me. Light work, you could call it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little bit too lazy to go all the way back up there. Piece of cake, pal. Another devil deal. Spawns a small horseman familiar that spawns locusts. The horseman is... Oh wait, give me a devil deal. Did they change? Using the item before a boss fight makes the boss reward a devil deal. Did not know that. I mean, yeah, you know what? We're kind of living on a prayer here, but try not to get hit is good. You should try to do that. Yeah, yeah. It's a zombie shooting game. You have a barricade. Oh, you know what? Actually, I tell a lie. I've seen, because I think there's remakes on Steam, actually, old man. Now that you mention it, I think I don't know about the Flash games. I'm sure that, like, if I was to see it, it would ring a bell, but I swear I've, like, looked through. You know what, man? Forget about it. Looked through stuff on Steam and seen that. Zombie games are pretty chill. I admit, you know what, man? I'm gonna do this so that I don't have to take the devil deal. We're item maxing right now. Pretty good. Shot tears up. Yeah, I'm pretty fine with the blue mushroom. Do. But yeah, sorry, zombie games. I just don't think there's ever gonna be a zombie game that's had me buy the nuts quite as hard as like Project Zomboid. See if you can, and I know this is gonna sound insane. This is like people being like, "No, Final Fantasy is good. Trust me." After the first like 40 hours, like, I'm talking about Final Fantasy 14, by the way. After the first like 40 hours, the game gets good. But like, if you can watch a couple of YouTube videos and like, I guess like, if you can handle like half a dozen hours of you dying on repeat, the game is very good. The game is very good. It's very, very difficult to get into though. But once you're in, like, brother, you are in, man. Like, there's no doubt about it. All these active items that I simply do not care about. Oh, that's just complete shart, isn't it? Jesus. You know what, man? Maybe it's about time we leave. We can help the big room, though. You can get arm pain from loading and unloading. Do you have, like, a realism mod on or something? I swear I've, like, never experienced, like, getting hurt from loading mags. This is a racist room, man. I hate this room. I don't like this room, like, even a little bit. This is, what is this, man? This is messed up, man. Oh god, get me out. You know what? I could... No, I don't have the hangman anymore. Never mind. Different from the first last time. So, the one that you're suggesting is one that's more character-focused or character-driven than the other ones. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I tell you what, I did play a zombie game recently that I actually did enjoy, bizarrely enough, and that was what am I doing? The Quarantine one. I feel like there's a solid amount of video games that are out or coming out or something like that are very much in the like papers, please. You have to like look at a person and talk to them and see what they're saying. Sort like I'm Not Human was one. I should have done the other side actually. I'm gonna use another bomb. I deserve this. Picking up a counterfeit coin and then 2 soul hearts. I'll use 2 bombs for 2 soul hearts and halfway decent trinket. So Quarantine, where you're like analyzing zombies and trying to let them through. That's Not My Neighbor. Sorry, I'm not Human was fantastic. Like, I was like really into that. The art style was just horrific. Like it was. That's a good one. That's a good one. If you can play the demo for that, like it's totally worth your time. I should have done. Actually, you know what? I can do that. Opens all doors. Am I looking for a Mega Satan run? Could I go ahead and say probably not? I don't know. I mean, maybe. Who knows, man? Who knows? You gotta be... Actually, you know what? Our HP's pretty good. What am I up? I'm just throwing at this point, man. I'm running it down. That's fine. Get it out. Get me out. Nah. I like the potential of adding another coin to the counter when we're running money is power. But yeah, I thought that 2025 was the year of friends slot. And by that I mean like every single video game that's been released that anybody is talking about is like a game that's like, it's a 4-player extraction game where you and your friends have to try and... You're a camera crew. Oh, you're biohazard cleaners. Oh, you're repossession agents. Oh, you're... Every single game, man. I like genuinely I thought like Among Us had done like pretty solid damage to like the gaming industry, but I think it may be Lethal Company actually in retrospect, man. Help me! Help me! It's like never been a worse year of gaming for people that don't have like a tight-knit group of friends with which to play these types of games with, you know? It's a horrible day. It's a horrible year. I'm gonna go back up and try and stop me. I hate the term friend swap. I heard it once and I was like, that's so good. That's a good one. Expedition. So, as it would turn out, Expedition, in fact, wasn't made by a small team of devs. It was actually made by, like, a bunch of people. When was anybody planning on telling us that? I'm seeing devs on Twitter going absolutely crazy because everybody's talking about how, like, Expedition 33 was made by, like, 8 guys and a house cat or something. And then... the devs are like screaming on Twitter being like, please don't expect this. There was lots of them, please. They hired contractors? Yeah, but how many contractors? I could say like I built my house myself with my own 2 hands and I could have just like put a couple bricks in, but then I hired like 100 different people to help build the damn thing. I don't know, man. Nothing wrong with hiring contractors, by the way, just so we're clear. Absolutely a smart and savvy thing to be doing, but also, like, I do kind of like sympathize with the plight of an indie game developer who's like, brother, like, people can't think that this is how it goes. We can't have people thinking this is how this works, man. I mean, listen up, brother. Oh, we have, like, mega damage tiers now. No. No. You know what, man? Send me. Okay. That's damage. That's damage we're talking about here. I don't know like what's going on with my face right now, but I'm a viber of it. AAA studios did the same when Baldur's Gate came out. Yeah. I to be fair, like, that's chill. But like, I mean, but the Larian Studios are quite big though, are they not? I mean, for like a indie game developer, like, well, for a developer in general, probably not that big, but it's not like hundreds of people, but it's probably like 100 people or something, all marching to the beat of the drum. It is funny. It does make you like a little bit feel a little bit better though, I'd imagine. Like that, like, you're like, oh, I compare myself to other people on social media. Like, I always like look at people on Instagram and think, oh, they're having such a good time doing this or that. Where did I go wrong? And then you realize that like there's people professionally freaking out and crashing out on Twitter for like, because someone else, it's like a completely different, like a game in the industry is doing well. It does like make you think, man. It gives pause for reflection, and that, like, you know what, man, we're all the same. We're all the same. Wiring Studio is like 400 people. That's a pretty massive studio. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know. I'm saying that because I'm like imagining 400 people in a room, and I'm like, that's a lot of people, but I'd probably be willing to say that that's quite a large studio. We're not hitting boss rush, would you believe? Actually, we might hit boss rush. If you give me a moment. All I have to do is beat her in 15 seconds, and it's a champion mom as well. It's doable. Hey, it's a boss rush. You know what, man? Why don't we just do it for the love of the game? What have we got here? Sorry, I was sneezing. I like that. I want to take the relic. I'll try to see some eyes open, as you do. I'm just soaking it, man. Yeah, it wasn't Holy Mano. Holy Mano would have been way better, but I'm fine with it. I am soaking this for England though, there's no doubt. These things are tanky. Is it double champ? It's not double champion. I'm just crashing out. Tanky. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, Monstro. They deserve to be afraid and self-reflect. To be fair, like, I kind of like... I don't know, man. I do think that most of the people that are probably crashing out on Twitter from AAA studios like have genuinely nothing to do with the way that their games are made. As I think there's literally 0 people on the teams that, like, I'd say like even the people that are like in director roles probably have like a little less control over a project than you would expect, given that their whole job is to direct. And in all honesty, it's like, well, what do our shareholders think about this situation, you know? Oh, cancel that brimstone. Okay, if you could, oh wait, sorry, I gotta kill you first. Where's the other one? Okay, baby. The hitboxes scare me. I've never felt so chill about my HP situation in all my life, man. What the hell is an apostle of oh, this is a Baldur's Gate 3 thing. What is hitting me? Oh my fucking god. Pardon my French, sorry. I didn't even see him, man. I was looking at the chat and then I didn't spot him. Little freaky boy scared me! Wondering if, like, it's completely redundant for me to be still holding on to this sun card, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and say probably is exceptionally redundant, but what to use it on? I guess you could use it on all the turdlings or whatever. Okay, didn't like that. I'm getting hit a billion times, man. If it wasn't for the fact that I was like regenerating a bunch of soul hearts and all that kind of stuff, I'd probably be in a lot of trouble. They're kind of weird in the game dev space. I'm curious, in what regard? I would probably put like Larian and CD Projekt Red on like the same level of studio size, but then that's with absolutely no information. Okay, where's my... Have I got any soul hearts left here? What are you? Blood Puppy chases enemies after killing 15 enemies. It deals more damage. Spawns half a red heart every 10 kills, but tries to hurt Isaac after killing 40 enemies. I think this, like, seems horrible, frankly, but I'm going to take it just for the love of the game. Change the game name. As I already said to the mods, like, mods handle it if they choose not to do that. CDPR is subsidized by their country's government. Do you know what's really surprising? And I don't know if this is like something that's worth saying just for anybody that's actually like indie developing. If you have like a project, there's like I didn't realize there's actually like most, if not all, Western countries have like a grant process. If you have a project, you just pitch it to them, and they're quite likely to give you funding. It's not like a lot of funding, granted, maybe like, you know, 8 grand, which you can't like live on, but like certainly like it's money. It depends in the US. I can imagine it being different in the US. Like a country that big, I'm talking like if you're from like Finland or something and you're like an infinitely smaller country that is, you know, maybe easier to keep track of everybody that's in it, I suppose, then you're looking alright there. But because even we do it. Like the UK does it, which is I'm a fire in my laser. Remember Dr. Octagonopus, guys? Yeah. They will usually dude, shit keeps like appearing underneath me and damaging me, man. It's starting to frick me off, bro. Yeah, you will probably have to be like put a thing. I don't know what addicted does. That's like, this was made for the UK or in conjunction with the UK government, which I guess like is probably maybe almost definitely not something that you probably want to put on your project. I don't know. It probably turns some people up, but at the end of the day, like, listen, needs must. If government is offering you money, I reckon you should take it, partner. That's what it's there for. Make the next Toby Fox Undertale, and say like, have it be like sponsored by Azerbaijan, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I know, you know. I mean, I wouldn't mind it for the Devil Deal potential. Just as something to hand off and not give away more soul hearts. It's whatever. We get a little trinket as well. Don't love the trinket. I mean, we're almost at 99 coins, so. Sorry, let me sit up here for a moment. Can't tell if you're playing Tainted Azazel or just picked up Brimstone. Yeah, we got brimstone. I don't like taking brimstone that much, but it did feel to me like the build needed like a little bit something extra to it. Cause like you could have like a really interesting build in the Binding of Isaac, and you're having a good time, you know, trying something else out, and you're like, oh, this is weird. Like, oh, I didn't know Ipecac could do this, and then all of a sudden, Mom's Knife or Brimstone shows its like ugly face, and you're like, the free thinker part of your brain starts activating, and you're like, I think I will take Brimstone. Yes, you win the run, but at what cost? Answer me that. Oh, so that still gives you White Pony, but it just makes you have to pay hearts for it. Cool. I mean, sure. Don't inherently feel like there's a high possibility of an Angel Room showing up, but we can make it happen. A couple years back, our uni used to give you money if you published a paper. I wonder like how many kids had like a side hustle of like publishing papers with ChatGPT. I saw like a kid, he was on the Jumbotron at like an NBA game, and it was like he was wearing his graduation clothes. And he was like holding up a laptop that was like showing ChatGPT, and like I think the whole point of it was like he was like showing off all the questions and prompts that he gave it in order to like pass his course, and like that was what his thesis was like written on. And like I don't know if I'm just being like unreasonable, right, or like mean, but like I do, and this is like such a boomer take. I don't know. You can kill me if you want. Take me out back. Kill me with the hammer. Sure. I've played Death Road to Canada, by the way. I've got some hours on that. I feel like he should have his like degree taken away. Like, and I don't know if that's like unreasonable, but like I think I do believe that should be the case. Most of the angel pool is kind of bad. There's some bangers in there though. Wait, actually, hold on, sorry. Yeah, you know what, man? Can't waste. We'll see what we come up with. I'm just saying, man. I'm pretty much, I've spent most of the devil like room, all the good stuff in it, or the stuff that I would care for, I suppose. Angel Room though, like there's like holy mantles, just like Godhead, there's like mind, body. Well, I don't know about body, probably not body, but like mind would be good. Like there's stuff in there, and that's just off the top of my head as well. You didn't even kill any enemies, bro. It was all me. You know what? We'll get you. We'll take the magician. I will admit, I don't even know what's damaging me half the time. Too many particle effects going off. I will admit that like, and I'll just say it straight out. I am jealous entirely of the fact that like high school kids these days can ask like a computer, hey there, I'm doing a math thing here, or I'm doing an English essay. Could you please summarize? Like the amount of times where like I've had to do an English essay on like X part of a book, and God help me, I wish that I could have found like a very easy to digest like plot synopsis / list of themes and things in that I could just rewrite. I am jealous. I am, right? But like also I do think that if you're like at the university level of higher education and you're about to enter employ, like you're graduating from university, I don't think it's like far-fetched to be like, I would appreciate it if like the person who's operating on me in the medical room didn't like do like half their work on like their written work on like a chat GPT and they know what they're doing. Like they have a they have an understanding that isn't just like from AI on how to like fix me, man, you know? No, I don't think that kid's going for a medical degree. Like, I think that's pretty obvious. I think it's probably just going to be like he's either like majoring in like computer science or I don't know, let's be honest, like business major or something like that, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's if I was going to place my bets, then that would probably be. I know that practical exams exist. I know that you like do residency or you do like internships and stuff at different hospitals. I appreciate how that works. I was just making an example, okay? And you could say engineering as well, right? Is one that like you probably want your engineer to have like a clue what they're doing, right? Not just be like, you know, an artist rendition of an idea which is written by someone else. If you're like a business major or a computer science man, sure, whatever, I guess. I don't know. Computer science maybe is slightly more important, but like you're not gonna get a job in that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Sorry, that was. It's because it's competitive, not because there's not jobs for it. It's just that it's a very, really competitive field of study. Because like everyone who's ever booted up like a copy of like Windows 98 is like, yeah, I think I'll do that actually. Oh man, oh. Ooh. Ooh. We're just gonna blast through this. You know what? Just start satanic Bibling me. Hit me with a Bible. 19 damage is pretty swag. I can't lie about that. I don't even know why I'm picking this up, man. Google efficiency is a skill. I think that is true. Search me. You have got a good point there. So I'm actually gonna pour myself another drink. I remember I got a job that I was not qualified for, I would argue, and it's like a data entry position. And that in and of itself wasn't exactly like the difficult part of it. They're like copywriting for like Amazon listings and stuff like that for a houseware company. The part that I was unqualified for was that like it was like my second ever real job, and you know, I remember being like screamed at by like a guy in a warehouse because I forgot to send an email, and it was like literally my second week on the job, and I was only doing that responsibility because the person who trained me on the first week was on vacation the second week, so like wasn't exactly settled in, right? But during like I had like a little practical test part of that interview, and it was they took me into a room and they're like, we want you to do like a spreadsheet, and I was like, oh brother, like I don't actually know how to do what they're asking, and instead I just opened up like Google and was like, how do I do this in Microsoft Excel, and then I think I like deleted the history or something like that behind me, covering my tracks, man, you know what I mean? And I got the job. So I guess like Google efficiency, you don't have to know, by the way, Tom, see you later, but you don't necessarily have to know how to do something, but you probably should have a good way of like problem solving your way to finding the answer. And not problem solving, but like you should be able to be like, I know how to Google things and to find a solution to the problem. But there's just a part of my brain that's like, it's kind of different for AI though. And I guess it depends. I've yet to see like, because I know that like prompt engineer as a career title exists, but I've yet to see like an example of like, first of all, what that means, and second of all, why people need it and why it matters. You know? That being said though, I know that there's like insane money. I mean, I was seeing like articles and stuff like that like yesterday about people who work at ChatGPT and OpenSea or whatever, OpenAI. What's OpenSea? Is that cryptocurrency? OpenAI or whatever what it was, being offered like $100 million signing bonuses, and I kind of think like that can't be true, right? That's just not true. It doesn't seem true. so I shouldn't consider it to be true. But I mean, who knows, man? Could be the case. They're trying to get the top brass in, but I just don't. Interesting. You know what? I'd be willing to take you. Can't take you. All right, time to head to the Isaac fight. I will say, as an IT guy, half the job is Googling and looking for solutions to do stuff. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to save a file for B, and honestly, I didn't even get to do it. It was on some bookie, like, I've never even heard of the video file extension. It was like, I was trying to download she was screen recording, like, a massage video on, like, a login website, and because, like, her other colleagues wanted the video, but for whatever reason, like, didn't have a login, or, like, were too lazy to do it, and she was like, I'll do it, because she's, like, infinitely too nice in that regard. And I was like, okay, well, I can probably go into, like, the code of the website and find the link to the, like, the source files, and then, like, do something from there. Oh brother, I spent like 40 minutes going through it trying to figure it out, and it was all cooked, man. It was like, it would only transmit in sequences of 15 seconds at a time. I downloaded one of them and it was 15 seconds, and I was like, brother, I am not doing this. Like, you're kidding me here. Taking damage unlocks all locked doors in the room, reveals a random room on the map, destroys all tinted and crawl space rocks. Ooh. Ponder the orb, are we? Is prompt engineer a role that is just good at prompting, or one that develops the underlying code that deals with prompt? I don't know. That's the worst part. I think it's just somebody who knows how to type in like a Google search, essentially, real good, and get like, yes, I'd like you to build a back-end POS system for a nail salon. I want you to customize the code, make it very easily customizable. I want it to be less than 2 quick checkout. Plus, also, if you could code in a back-end system that's like a scheduling diary for the nail technicians, and also ChatGPT, if you could explain it all as if you were an Italian New Yorker who was in a rush to get somewhere, I would greatly appreciate that. Rerolls and restarts the entire floor. Interesting. Sure. You know what? I'd be willing. Just for the love of the game, I'd be willing to pick that up, I think. I've been paying 20 USD a month for 2 years on ChatGPT. I've used Gemini, Cloud, DeepSeek. I have a free subscription to Amazon Q through my job. They are asking us to use it. I mean, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's like, I mean, it's like, if they're, I mean, to be honest with you, I've said it before, like, I have actually found some value in AI. And I hate it that I did, okay? But I had some, like, tech problems with the stream, and I was at my wit's end trawling through, like, 6-year-old Reddit threads of people having the same issue, and all the comments are just, have you solved this yet, right? That is unbelievably infuriating when, like, the only comments on a thread are like, have you solved this? And then, like, the answer, like, we don't, I mean, no, we don't know, man, because it's a 6-year-old thread, and if the answer ain't here, then the answer ain't going to be here. It doesn't matter. 20 people are going to comment, like, any update? Any update? Like, shut up, man. Like, no, probably not. But AI did actually fix it for me, which I hate. But yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. How do you get to this point, Isaac? I have 600 hours in this game, man. I really don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, like, and I'm still bad at it, but I have 600 hours in the game. You know what? Just fight me, blue baby. Oh. I mean, if you want my honest answer, is like pressing and holding R until you start with items that are actually good. That would probably be my GOAT tip, was like, if you're playing as Eden, or if you're playing as Isaac, you want to hold R until you start next to a door that gives you an item. Go into that. Is it good or not? If yes, you can feel free to take it and then win your run. If no, re-roll it. Then, if it's still not good, go ahead and hold R again. Start over. And do that until you've got a one run. Then you'll be racking in the unlocks. Trust me. Boom. Isaac's so brutal when you start and don't know the aims. Very true. Me looking for Factorio mod to make the new DLC more functional. My Reddit thread still gets weekly. Anyone find one yet? Yeah. Listen. Yeah. I'm sorry to the people out there that thought better of me, but like, I hate to say it, man, but like, every single time I ever had a tech issue, my protocol was always error code or the problem with the word Reddit afterwards to actually have human beings having a conversation about what the problem is and how to fix it. It is now, I think my protocol may actually genuinely just be going on to like an AI thing and being like, hey man, listen, I don't want to have to sift through 100 different threads. Do it for me and tell me what works, because I've had enough. So there's like a red question mark down here, but how am I supposed to get there? Question? I don't know. Well, guess we'll check the secret room first. We might as well get as OP as we possibly can. Every single time I walk into that. That being said, though, AI isn't without its flaws, because like sometimes you'll like clock in on it and it will be like giving it tries to, I don't know if this has happened to anybody, but it will try and give you links to things, and the links will be long dead. Like the links have not been available ever. I think maybe it's not like, it's not good, man. Rubber cement, that's pretty good. Gives us bouncing brimstone. Montezuma's Revenge. I mean, ooh, yeah, I mean, Butterbean is not great, but it's I think I mean I've murdered the range on my brimstone here, but it's funny though. Remember you from OG League days? Looks like YouTube dried out for most league careers. Yeah, it was really good during the pandemic, but then everything kind of like settled. But no, I'm still doing it full time. I'm actually, I mean, so the channel, it's a weird one. The channel is making a lot less than it was during that 2019-2020 period. But then I also don't have like 10 people who work for me for the clothing stuff and for YouTube and all that kind of jazz. So I'm now making more money than I was when the channel was getting like 10 to 15 times more views. It's crazy. Payroll's a killer, man. I don't know what to tell you. Payroll's a killer. I don't know why the butt fart also has my reflection on it, but yeah, or broken mirror. I think I've made a mistake with this particular this particular item combination, but you know what? I simply wanted to see it. Still friends with who? With the OG League people? Yeah. Well, not most of them, but like Uber and Kiori and stuff like that. Yeah, still talk to I messaged Brufresco like last week I'm trying to maybe get out to Barcelona sometime to hang out with him again. Glad to see it's go well. I mean, it's not going like bad or good. It's going like, but relatively to like what it was, I guess it's going bad, but also relatively to the financial situation that and the stress of having like, you know, anywhere from 6 to 10 people, you know, having and their families relying on the money that I was giving them. It's pretty chill, man. Honestly, like it's pretty chill. No complaints from on that end, man. I'm very happy to not be like waking up in cold sweats being like, oh my god. Yeah, guppy. A little bit of the guppy. Damage is quite good. Yeah, send me down the way. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Oh yeah. No, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Oh yeah. Glad to hear you're coming out on top with this change. Yeah, I mean, it's come with its own... Jesus, man, what's even hitting me? I mean, definitely the last year has been like a... I mean, those who know, I transform it with one for sure, but I don't know. I think like I'm out the other end of it. That's one of the overlooked aspects of a CEO. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like I wasn't. My title wasn't CEO. It was like managing director or whatever the hell. Yeah, man. It kind of sucked. Like I definitely. And this is like I'm telling. I don't know why I'm telling you all this because like I'll be honest, most of you don't care. But I made one of the big mistakes I made, and I was doing it in my head selflessly, but I think that in retrospect I should have handled it a little bit differently, is that the people that work for me I grew too attached to. It wasn't like I definitely should have cut, and this sounds like really brutal, but like at the end of the day I probably should have took measures a lot sooner, and like but I held on as hard as I could and burned the candle at both ends for quite a long time because I was like, I don't want to have to make these people go and look for jobs and stuff like that. So, and like people have got like 2 people who work for me like bought their home and like they have like mortgage payments to do and all that kind of stuff. So that's like tough. Like I mean, it's tough for them. It was just like, but I don't know. But I definitely like grew too attached to quite a few of them, and then obviously like finally the axe had to fall, unfortunately. I wish it never had to happen, but and yeah, like I was just like naively like, we'll still be friends, right? I guess that just is not the case, because like who like care, and I know that now, but at the time I was like kind of sad that like none of them like care. Not that I wanted to hang out with them or anything, but I was just like you know, no check-ins or anything like that. I'm like, it is what it is. That's the lesson. But you don't like, that's not one that you commonly hear of, right? It's just me being like a dope and being like, I like these people, I hope they like me. But in all actuality, they were probably fine with me, but we weren't friends. Do you know what'd be really funny if this thing kills me before I make it in? Yeah. Dude, my character was kind of swag, man. I ain't gonna lie. Well, GG's. That second run was a good Isaac run. I like that one. It got a lot harder at the end for absolutely no reason apart from my own volition. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you all next time. Take care. Give the video a like. Bye!